Normally I ad-lib these videos and speak from the heart. Tonight I'm actually going to read something because I want to say it the way that I wrote it. So bear with me while I occasionally look down and read. At some point somewhere along the way in the buzzing by of my life, I lost sight of it. I lost sight of myself. I wasn't sure what why meant for me anymore. But years later I realized something that was going on for me. I didn't know how to stop doing what I was doing. Doing felt really good. And it meant I didn't have to deal with how I was being. Fact is, I was scared. The more scared that I was, the more I kept doing to try and feel better. The more I did, the more I dug myself into this fuzzy, warm, blurry hole that felt safe. Really wasn't safe though. Turns out it was a fear dungeon. I was living in it. I let it swallow me up. When the overdoing finally caught up to me, that dark and scary hole, the one that had enveloped my spirit, it spit me out. All that doing had gotten me nowhere. The happy, successful life, the high status professional job, the happy looking marriage and family, the big house, all of it was gone. In its place was me, divorced, burned out, living in one of those sad dad condos, you know the kind I'm talking about. It's where I found myself 7 years ago. Staggered and feeling defeated, there were two basic avenues available to me. Double down on my old strategy or dare to reinvent myself. I chose wisely. I chose the latter. 7 years later, I am truly a changed man. Sure, I sometimes fall back on those old habits of doing as a way of making myself feel better. Failing that, maybe I start directing other people to get things done because I feel a sense of being in command in those situations. But I know how to catch myself when that happens, how to interrupt that pattern. And make decisions, make conscious choices about how I want to be. I get to lean on a simple set of tools that I've learned and honed over the years that help keep me centered and balancing. Not balanced, because balancing is always a constant process, because stuff's always shifting. Those tools help me. One thing I know for certain from that experience is that change is fucking hard. We don't want to change. I think it'd be especially hard for men in our culture to change because we are asked to be bulletproof, right? We are supposed to take things on without asking any questions. We just get it done no matter what it is. And we do it without being scared. Or at least that's what we project outwardly. Right? It's a daring move to change yourself. To really change yourself in ways that promote both your success and your happiness. Gritting through your life by doing and directing it, it's a hard path. It's a really hard path. Right? And I don't think you're going to get where you hope to be following that path of doing and directing. So I invite you to join me and a handful of other brave men for what I call the 3D Men program. It takes the doing and directing that you're really good at, and it adds on the daring. It adds you to dare to be yourself. It adds you to dare to grow yourself, to be something more of you, so that you don't wake up someday with those same regrets. You don't get spit out of that warm and fuzzy, safe hole that's actually scary and not serving you. Next group starts on November 2nd. Soon I get enough of you going. I got a few people in already. I need a few more people. We're going to start on November 2nd. I only take 6 guys at a time. I've also knocked $100 off the price if you register by this Friday. It's a ridiculously cheap program for you to do given what you're going to get. And I want you to dare yourselves into a better way of life. And I want you to do that with the support of somebody who's been down that path, somebody who's how to coach you through that, and also the support of a group of guys who are going to show up just as brave as you are to say, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready to do the work the way I want to do it. I'm ready to dare myself into a better life for me and for everybody around me. I'm going to teach you a bunch of easy tools. All you have to do is show up and be honest and do the work. I guarantee you it'll be worth it. I literally guarantee you, if you go through the program and you're like, Jim, this wasn't worth it, I'll give you your money back. Like, I care about doing this work for you. This is not about me making a bunch of money. It's strictly because I know what that life was like. I know what this life is like. I know what helped me bridge the gap. I want to give it to you as well. Go to thecenteredcoach.com/3dmen. That's where you can find all the information. My name is Jim. I'm the Centered Coach, and I want to bring you into the 3D Men program so that you can have that same experience. Check it out. Send me an email, jim@thecenteredcoach.com, if you have any questions. I hope to see you on November 2nd.